Good morning, all. Welcome to third lecture of Module 4. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about coordinate measuring machine. What are coordinate measuring machine? A coordinate measuring machine is a device for measuring the geometrical characteristics of an object. The CMM is a precision three-axis machine used to collect and analyze surface points of a part to verify the geometric requirements such as size, location, orientation, and form of part features. It is also a device used in manufacturing and assembly process to test a part or assembly against the design intent. The main application of this CMM is in reverse engineering. That is, if we want to develop a product from an existing product, first we want to measure the geometrical points of that existing product. That process is done by using a coordinate measuring machine. Then principle of coordinate measuring technique. In coordinate measuring technique, the actual shape of a manufactured part is registered by points based on a coordinate system by measuring individual points on the object surface with a probe system. That is, a point cloud is generated using CMO. And from the registered coordinate points, a numerical model of the part is generated. The numeric model of the part is a substitute of the actual part shape consisting of basic geometric elements such as circles, planes, cylinders, etc. The calculation of this geometric element is based only on touched points on the surface of the actual part. The area in between these points is not taken into consideration for calculating the elements. To calculate a geometric element, a mathematical minimum number of points are required. When more points are taken, a better fitting element can be calculated by a mathematical approximation method. To evaluate the dimensional accuracy of a part, the substitute shape is compared with the given nominal shape, and the result of comparison are documented in test report. The block diagram which describe the CMM technique is given here. In this diagram, this one is the actual shape. We want to develop a product based on this actual part. For that, first we want to identify the geometric points or dimensions of each and every components in this part. That process is done by using CMO. This is a object. First, the object is measured using a CMO. The CMM generate a point cloud like this. That is, wherever we touches the probe of the CMM, a point is generated. Hence, we will get a shape like this. This is called point cloud. And from using this point cloud, a mathematical model is developed. That is the data processing stage, and a shape is generated using this point cloud. The next process is we have to compare the developed model with the actual shape, and based on that a test report is generated. That is actually taking place in CMM technique. Next, the components of CMM. CMM consists of basically four major functional components. They are: first one, machine structure, that is a table and a movable frame. Then second, linear measurement transducers. Third one, a probe system. And fourth one, computer hardware and software. We can discuss each component individually. First, machine structure. A machine structure is the physical base with the three perpendicular axes of travel. This structure has to fulfill the following requirement. It is rigid construction to minimize unintended movement between machine components. It should have thermal stability to minimize machine deformation through thermal expansion, insensitivity to mechanical vibrations, good damping characteristics, and long time stability. Normally, cast iron and granite are used for machine structure, but nowadays, aluminum and more exotic materials such as ceramic, invar, or carbon fiber are also employed in machine structure materials. The bearing employed on CMM have a direct impact on accuracy of the machine because of their effect on every motion along its axis. The following type of bearings are mostly used in CMM: air bearings and recirculating ball type bearings. This is the structure of a CMM system. This one shows the machine structure. The CMM used DC motors to drive the axis. The second component of CMM is linear measurement transducer. At the three perpendicular traveling axes of a CMM, linear measurement transducers are mounted. These transducers physically describe the reference coordinate system. The function of measurement transducer is to provide a position feedback within the working range. They consist of scale and encoder system with one of them mounted on the moving part of each travel axis. This shows the linear measurement transducers. The CMM commonly employed incremental linear measuring system. Then the third component is probe system. It is an important component of a CMM. Its function is to identify a coordinate point on the object surface. This probe system is used to identify the coordinate points on the part which is to be measured. There is a variety of probe system used on CMM. They are hard probes, electromechanical probes, electronic probes, and optical probes. We will discuss about the types of probes in coming sessions. The type of probe system installed on a CMM determines its capability and application based on system specific characteristics. This shows the probe system of CMM. Then the last component of CMM, that is computer hardware and software. The main objective of CMM is to analyze individual points that were recorded on the workpiece and obtain information concerning dimensions, shape, and position of certain characteristics. It is the main task of computer in a CMM, that is to identify dimensions, shape, and position of certain characteristics based on the measurement. The computer hardware and applied CMM software determine the capabilities and versatility of CMMs. The five major tasks the computer has to accomplish in CMM are: first one, control the machine motion. The computers are used to control the machine motion during measurement. Various controls used in CMM are point to point control, straight line control, scanning, etc. The second function of computer system is align the part. That is, all measurement done on CMM are based on coordinate system of the machine. That is reference coordinate system, and that must be converted into coordinate system of the workpiece. That is part coordinate system. That is the main function of computer is to convert reference coordinate system into part coordinate system. That is the second function. And the third function, make corrections. The objective of correction is to eliminate or reduce systematic effects that may give false reading and results. Correction is done to overcome errors caused by deviation in the guideways, deviation in squareness, deflection of the machine frames, thermal effects, radius of the measuring probe, deflection of the probe. Then the fourth function of computer system is calculations. Meaningful readings can only be obtained from detailed calculation. The actual geometry of a workpiece can only be determined when there are large number of measurement points. If the shape of the component being measured differs slightly from the standard geometry such as cylinders, sphere or cone, the number of measurement points can be reduced to a minimum. Then the last function is evaluation. From the points obtained, the dimensions of the actual components are evaluated on the basis of numerical calculation and a report is generated. These are the five major functions of computer system in a CMM. Next one is types of CMM. There are several physical configurations of CMM. Some of them are cantilever type CMM, bridge type CMM, column type CMM, horizontal arm type CMM, and gantry type CMM. We can discuss individually. First one, cantilever type CMM. In cantilever type CMM, the measuring probe is attached to Z axis and it moves in vertical direction. That is, this is the measuring probe. Measuring probe is attached to Z axis and vertical motion is provided to the measuring probe. And the Z axis carrier is fitted to the cantilever arm. Z axis carrier, this one, that is fitted to the cantilever arm. It provides movement in y direction. That is, this whole part moves in y direction. And the x-axis movement is provided by the table. It is x-axis direction motion is provided by movement of table. This type of CMM design provides easy access to work area and it has high workspace volume. That is the cantilever type CMM. Then second type, bridge type CMM. A bridge type CMM is built as moving bridge or fixed bridge with a moving table. That is, there are two types of bridge type CMM. One is moving bridge type and the second one fixed bridge with the moving table. We can discuss the first one, moving bridge type. In moving bridge type, the measuring probe is fitted to Z axis arm. This is measuring probe. And Z axis carrier is fitted to Y axis. That is, this one is the Z axis carrier that is fixed to Y axis. The Y axis carrier, that is the whole unit, this unit, Y-axis carrier is fitted to the X-axis arm. Both end of X-axis are supported on the table. This bridge can be movable in X-axis direction. The Z-axis carrier can be moved in Y-axis direction, and the probe can be moved in Z-axis direction. Hence, we will get X, Y, Z direction movements. The double-sided support of this type of CMM provide more support for large and medium-sized machines, and it makes the machinery very stiff. This type of design provides better rigidity. Thus, this type of CMM has higher accuracy compared to horizontal arm type CMM. We will discuss horizontal arm type CMM in coming slides. Then the second type of bridge type CMM, that is fixed bridge with the moving table. In the fixed bridge configuration as shown in figure, the bridge is rigidly attached to the machine bed. The previous case, this portion is movable in x-axis direction, but here the bridge is rigidly attached to the machine base, and this design eliminates the phenomenon of walking, and it provides high rigidity. In this case, the x-axis motion is provided by motion of the work table. That is a fixed bridge with the moving table CMM. Then the third type CMM, that is column type CMM. The design of column type CMM is similar to drilling machine or vertical milling machine. This type of CMM is commonly known as universal measuring machine. The construction of the column type CMM provides very good rigidity and high accuracy. The constructional difference in column type with the cantilever type is with the X and Y axis movement. The movement in the X and Y directions are achieved by moving the table. That is the difference of this column type CMM with the cantilever type CMM. Here, X and Y direction movements are provided by the movement of the table itself, and Z direction movement is provided by movement of probe. That is the column type CMM. Then next one, horizontal arm type CMM. The horizontal arm type CMM, also referred as layout machine, has a horizontal arm that moves in horizontal direction. The measuring probe is fitted to Y axis. This is a measuring probe that is fitted to Y axis. But not to Z axis arm as in other designs of CMM. Okay, the measuring probe is fitted to the Y axis arm. The main advantage of this type of CMM is that the work volume is larger and free from obstructions. Here the Z axis movement is provided by movement of the work table. Then the last type CMM, that is gantry type CMM. In gantry type arrangement, the cross beam is supported and it moves in X direction. This is the cross beam along two elevated rails which are supported by columns attached to the floor as shown in figure. The probe is attached to the probe quill which moves vertically relative to a cross beam. Cross beam. This is the probe which can move in Z direction. The probe quill is mounted on a carriage that moves horizontally, that is in Y direction, along the cross beam. The main advantage of this type of construction is the operator can move with the probe and measurement on large objects such as body of a car can be carried out easily. This type CMM can be used for measuring a large objects. These are the main types of CMMs. Then next, CMM probes. A probing system is the part of CMM that sends the different parameters required for the calculation. Appropriate probes have to be selected and placed on the spindle of the CMM. There are different types of probes used in CMM. Their classification is shown in the block diagram. That is, probes are mainly classified into contact type probes and non-contact type probes. The contact type probes are again classified into hard probes, switching probes, and measuring probes. In the case of non-contact type probes, there is laser probes and vision probes. First one, contact type probes. Contact type probes carry a stylus tip at the end of probe system that make physical contact with the object surface. A stylus tip is there. That tip is used to identify the points on the surface of the part to be measured. Usually the tip is in the shape of spear or ball. However, probes may also be made in the shape of taper or cylindrical shape. These probes are made out of ruby as it is very homogeneous, hard and wear resistant material. When the contact is made with the object surface, the electronic probe system trigger an electric signal to record the current position instantaneously by reading the scales of the CMO. There are different contact type probes. They are hard probe, switching probe, and measuring probes. First one, hard probes. Hard probes consist of a shaft and a probe tip. Different hard probes are shown in the figure. A shaft and a probe tip mounted in various way to the probe arm. The variety of probe tip shapes and sizes are available. The shape of the probe determines its application. The most common type of probe is spherical or ball type, which is used for establishing the surface location. Tapered or conical probes are used for locating holes, and cylindrical probes for checking slots and holes in sheet metal parts. Hard probes are only used in small manually operated CMM when inspecting simple part of a short product run. Then second type, switching probes. With the previously mentioned hard probes, only manual measurements were possible. In addition, contacts had to be done very carefully since too large contact forces can lead to elastic or even permanent deformation of the stylus. Switching probes overcome these limitations of hard probes. These probes are also called trigger type probe system. Switching and trigger type probe system. The buckling mechanism is a 3-point bearing, the contact of which are arranged at 120 degree around the circumference. When the probe is deflected by a probing force, one of the contact opens and it generates electric impulse. This is the switching and trigger type probe. That is, when the contact force exceeds a minimum value, the probe triggers and a signal is generated. If the circuit open, the current coordinate position are read and stored. After the deflection, the spring force pushes the contact plate back to its original position and closes the contact again. Then measuring probes. The buckling mechanism of this system consists of parallel guideways, which is shown here. A measuring probe can be built of flexible parallelograms as shown in the figure, that is z direction parallelograms, x direction parallelograms, etc. Measuring type probe mechanism is a small coordinate measuring machine in itself. For a three-dimensional probe system, three sets of flexible parallelograms are present. One is for each axis direction, and therefore the stylus is able to deflect any direction in space. The displacement of a flexible parallelogram is measured either by an induction measuring system or by a photoelectric sensor with a graduated scale. Then non-contact type probes. The non-contact sensors are based on optoelectric techniques where no stylus is used to detect the part surface. This type of sensors can measure an object without physical contact with it. These systems are mostly used for two-dimensional measuring of flat parts similar to electronic boards or objects made of soft material, where contact system might deflect the part being measured. Another advantage of non-contact type system is their measurement speed. Depending on the measuring task, they can be as much as 300% faster than contact type system. In addition, problems such as stylus compensations, friction, angles, or changing contact forces are not encountered by these non-contact type probes. The different non-contact type probes are laser type probes and vision probes. In laser type probes, laser monochromatic laser light is used for identifying the part features, and in vision probes, that is recorded by camera systems. The main application area of CMM. CMMs are commonly used in automobiles, machine tool, electronic, space, and many other large industries. It is ideally suited for development of new products and construction of a prototype, that is reverse engineering. It is very much useful in checking numerically controlled produced workpiece in various steps of production. For aircraft and space vehicles, 100% inspection are carried out by using CMM. CMM can be used for determining dimensional accuracy of components. CMM is ideal for the determination of shape and position, maximum metal condition, linkage of results, etc. CMM is best suited for test and inspection of test equipment, gauges, and tools. These are the application area of CMM. Next, the advantages of CMM. The rate of inspection is increased using CMM than manual inspection. Improved accuracy of machined parts is obtained. It minimizes the operator error. Skill requirements of the operator are reduced. It reduces the inspection fixturing and maintenance cost. Uniform inspection quality is ensured using CMM. It reduces the calculation time and recording time. It reduces setup time. Compensation is provided for misalignment. There is no need of separate go or no go gauges for each feature. It reduces scrap and good part rejection. These are the advantages of CMM. These are the things we have to discuss about CMM. Thank you.